Above average rainfall since March, and the past month has been largely wet in the northwest of England. But for farmers in the east and southeast, the lack of rain is increasingly worrying, as our rural affairs correspondent Jeremy Cook reports.
It's a parched landscape, the green fields of Kent slowly turning brown. This the result of months of hardly any rain. On the ground then, hard times.
Have a look here. I can hardly get the spade in the ground.
And when you do, not much in there.
Absolutely dry as a bone.
For farmers like Andrew Barr, it's an unfolding disaster. He relies on the grass grown at this time of year to feed his cattle and sheep in the winter. Trouble is, the grass has hardly grown. He's got big problems.
We've only got about a quarter of what we need now to feed over the winter. So come the winter, we're going to have to make some pretty difficult decisions about selling livestock or buying in expensive food.
Because basically you won't have enough food to get your animals through the coming winter.
We won't have enough food.
There is plenty of cloud here, but unlike the north and west of the UK, precious little rain. The wheat is stunted only ankle high, and unless it rains long and hard, the harvest is threatened with failure. Other crops too are struggling. When it's so dry in this field that I can easily get my hand into these big cracks that have formed in the soil, and that's having an impact on the crop here. These are beans, and these plants should be at least twice as high as they are now. Already then it's clear that yields will be reduced. Ministers are watching it all very closely.
Clearly farmers are going to have to look at the crops they grow, whether they need irrigation if they haven't currently got it. We as the government have to work also to make sure that we can provide them with as much water for irrigation as possible. So we're already talking to the Environment Agency, and we're looking at how we can provide more money for reservoirs and things like that.
Today, some relief with scattered showers here, but across northwest Europe there is a distinct lack of rain. Crops are struggling, food price rises increasingly likely. Jeremy Cook, BBC News, Kent.